Sorry.
Welcome back to the program. Oh, it's time for Roske on Politics. Lots of stuff going on.
Holy smokes, big week. Do you know that our little show made national news this week? National news, folks.
Yay!
National news.
How did that happen?
So let's take a look at some photographs and I'll tell you what I'm talking about. The first one, this is USA Today. Lindsey Graham warns against using national polls for debates. There is Senator Graham and I at the Smoky Road Coffee Shop. We were talking about what we're about to show in a second, but this is Cooper Allen and Paul Singer over there at USA Today are good chaps, and they picked that up. They saw the interview and then wrote this little piece for their politics blog. And then the next photo, this MSNBC saw it, and so The Last Word with Lawrence O'Donnell ran the interview, which is
very nice.
Wow.
And what's interesting, you know, that's literally a photo from the screen. So they just, you know, there's so much on-screen graphic work these days. They just stick the stuff right on top. But anyway, thanks to Lawrence O'Donnell over there. That was really fun, and it was actually they have a panel. Joy Reid, etc., was the panel, and the whole chat was about the clip that we're about to see. Would you like to know what they were talking about, Liz?
Yes.
What were they talking about?
Well, they were talking about the Republicans and how they're only letting 10 people into the debate, and this is Senator Graham, who, by the way, happy birthday, Senator Lindsey Graham, today is 60 years old.
Happy birthday.
So here's a clip with me chatting with the birthday senator at Smoky Road Coffee Shop. Let's about the race right now, where people are coming out. They say Trump's coming in second.
Okay, yeah, all I can say is just crazy, makes no sense. To the Iowa caucus goer, you're going to lose this caucus.
What, lose? Oh, you mean lose having the caucus?
Absolutely. Iowa, New Hampshire, and South Carolina are very much at risk. If we use national polling to determine how you get in these debates, people are going to start spending money to get their national numbers up. You're going to reward a guy like Trump who's got a TV show. It's about name ID. It's about coming from big states. It's about having run before. It's going to destroy the early primary caucus process. We need to push back to the RNC. This is a dumb way to do it. At the end of the day, Brad Pitt would be in our debate.
So you don't like the 10 people debating?
No, I think it's dumb. I think it's stupid. I think it undercuts a process that has worked. You know, Rudy, who I love, was at 31% in national polls, and by the time of South Carolina, he was gone. You have to come to Iowa. You have to be checked out. You have to come to Smokey Joe's, or Smokey's Row, sorry about that, and you have to go to Godfather's Pizza. You got to go everywhere, and you got to be asked any question, and if it's about national polling, you won't be coming here as much. It will be like buying ice cream. If it's Florida, New York, and California, I wouldn't have a snowball's chance in hell. Iowa, South Carolina, and New Hampshire are good for the party. They're good for democracy.
Is there anything that can be done? Can you go?
Yeah, the RNC needs to change their rules.
Yeah.
You need to stand up. Your governors complain. Iowa legislators need to complain. Iowa caucus leaders need to complain. We had 100-something people.
I think he's right.
Yeah, I actually sent that clip over to Jimmy Centers over at Governor Branstad's office, and Chairman Jeff Kaufman has been on your show a couple times on my show, and they're doing what they can. They've sent notes to the RNC, and yeah, absolutely. If doing well in Iowa no longer affects the national conversation, what he's talking about, the first debate happens in Cleveland less than a month away. It's on August 6th.
Oh, that's quick.
So you've got, I think there's 15 official Republican candidates right now. Scott Walker still hasn't jumped in. But the Fox News made a deal with the RNC and says if we get the first one, we'll do it. We're happy to do it, but we're only going to put 10 on stage. How do they get that number? What they're doing is they're taking the average of national polling. Well, national polling has nothing to do with Iowa. You know, even J.N. Selzer's polls, who she's been on the show here, that is one of them, but it's not, you know, it used to be Jimmy Carter wouldn't have been president if they would have done it like this. You could say Barack Obama wouldn't have been president if they would have done like this, because the bump from winning the caucus might not happen. Now, this is the most the candidates that the Republicans have had since, I think it's the 1920s. Oh, wow. So if it was 9 candidates or 7 candidates, we wouldn't have this issue. Yeah, but
there's just so many. They're trying to figure out how they can hold a debate when you have a limited amount of time. Right now they're looking at, I think you've told us before, even with 10, they're only going to be able to speak for so long so that we can keep the program moving. So even with 10, how effective is it really going to be?
When I ran for Congress, we had 16 final, and there was one debate when we all did it, and you get to speak, and then this person gets to speak, a little interaction. What I think Fox should do, divide it into 2 nights, do a random drawing. Okay, this night is going to be these 8 people, and the next night it's going to be these 8 people. Because look, the 2-term governor of Ohio right now, John Kasich, is probably not going to be on stage. Bobby Jindal, the sitting governor of Louisiana, probably will not be on the stage. Carly Fiorina has run a fairly strong race, you know, millions of dollars in the bank, probably will not be on the stage, and I don't like that. So anyway,
now splitting it up and having them paired randomly, I think might be the best option.
and they get 2 nights of ratings. I think people will show up to watch these debates. It's going to be interesting.
That's a great idea.
And we all agree. I mean, no one has said
offer that up to them here. Okay.
Folks, you heard it here first. RNC, pay attention.
I mean, is there a chance to change that, or it's too close to showtime that, like, nope, this is how we're doing it?
Oh, I think they could do it the day before, so we'll see. And if they don't, you're invited right here. The people who don't get on, we'll have them live on the show.
There you
Make some money.
Switching gears real quick here. Into movie business. Courting Des Moines is the follow-up. It's a fictional film about the Iowa caucus we've been doing. And I wanted to show a sneak peek scene, you guys, right here. No one's seen it yet.
Uh-oh.
This is a scene from Courting Des Moines, filmed here on Court Avenue. Let's let her rip.
Governor Sampson, I read in the Register about your work on the Cannonsville Reservoir. It was well-deserved praise.
You enjoy politics?
Yes.
You want a job?
What?
Nothing. Never. Thank you.
Iowa is a trip, man.
You should have said hello.
She seemed to be in a hurry.
Well, didn't you meet her in Washington?
Yeah, well,
Dad,
You said you had lunch with her.
it was lunch.
What do you mean?
Well, I ate along with 300 other people.
Thomas Payne Brown. I told all the girls at Trixie's that you're basically friends with her.
That being an exaggeration.
You're a bad man, Brown.
excuse me, are you State Representative Tom Brown?
You've got to be kidding me.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm Andy Bollinger, the campaign manager for Governor Sampson. Would you have 20 minutes free tomorrow? She'd like to speak with you.
Yes.
Seriously?
Tomorrow's good. Anytime.
Does 5:15 a.m. work? She doesn't like to change her sleep schedule on these short trips if possible.
Sure, you bet.
Great. Here's my card. Text me your name and I'll send you back the location. Copy that?
Yes, copy that.
He copies.
Great. See you tomorrow morning. I guess she did know you, huh, Dad?
Yeah, must have seen your picture on a wanted poster.
Yeah, that was
Oh, say it.
pretty cool.
A good moment, Dad. Mom.
I suppose.
So, you know, that scene is kind of embodies what the movie's about, the intersection between politics here in our little town. Carolyn Hennessy, you saw her playing the governor. She's been on shows like True Blood and
Yeah, she looked familiar, yeah.
a bunch of other shows. And then Catherine Urbanik, and then local actors, Arlen, Prescia, and Marnie. Everyone did a great job. So anyway, unfolding it, and you'll be seeing that this fall here in town.
That is cool.
That's it. That's all I got today, guys.
All right, so tell everyone your program's on.
Sunday, right here on this channel at 11:30, you'll see more of my chat with Senator Lindsey Graham. Pollster Jan Selzer's on the show as well, and my buddy Chuck Bowman, who directed every hit show of the 70s, 80s, and 90s. Started out in news and was actually there the night Bobby Kennedy was killed, so he tells us that story.
Wow. All right, interesting stuff. Thank you, sir. Perfect.
Thank you.
It is 9:51. We'll be back. This is